Oh, your boy's pumped. Your boy's pumped. Your boy's pumped. I am ready. What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back on the video on the channel. And today, you can see my excitement because we went back to the hut. All right. Long story short, man, let's just unveil this bad boy. I'm talking way too much. Hold on. You ready? Y'all ready? Oh, who's ready? Who is ready? All right. I was at work. You know, if you don't know what I do for a living, I've said this a bunch of times, but I own my own training studio, outsource training to other places, but I have my own studio now. So I was at work today, and I was working with clients, and not a lot of, all of them know what I do for a living, obviously that, but my side gig, which has become this. So they're always interested to know what I was doing, and one of them said something about the Pizza Hut thing, and they were like, why didn't you get the stuffed crust? I had no logical reason. And I felt kind of stupid because I wanted to get the stuffed crust that day, but I was in such a rush that I didn't, so I had to get the stuffed crust for you today. Can you see it? Oh, when I tell you, no, hold on, get in there. When I tell you that I have been looking forward to this stuffed crust pizza for like 10 hours, I am not exaggerating. I just finished my workout, hopped in the shower, made the order, had it delivered to my door, and I hopped out to contact this delivery. I don't got to talk to nobody. 2020, it's so dope. Now I get to talk to a camera and enjoy this food with you fine people. Let me give you what I got. Oh, the stuffed crust, pepperoni, and cheese. Now what I did is I actually put this back in the oven when I got home. It's because I wasn't finished, getting my clothes on. So I had the oven preheated and I stuffed it back in there so that the cheese was still, that ain't even a good one. There it is right there. Was still a little, the melty. You need the melty. So you can see that the cheese is, oh, I'm so ready for this. I haven't had stuffed crust pizza probably since I was like 13. I'm not exaggerating. And it's going to be the first bite. Stuffed crust, you eat backwards. It is a must. Without further ado, raw dog, no dippage. Let me get into it. Stuffed crust pizza, come on. Oh, goodness. Stuffed crust pizza, man, is the greatest invention. The cheese is so creamy. I don't feel like crying. I don't get emotional, but I toasted this in the oven, so the crust is nice and well done. Hold on, let me see if I did it right. This pizza, it's gonna get absolutely housed. Oh, the oven adds that little extra crunch to the crust and the cheese. You can see it's all melty on here. I wanted to get extra cheese, but I wanted part of the stuffed crust pizza deal. And it was about to dock me like $5. That's like a whole other pizza in Pizza Hut language. You know I have the ranch. The question is, am I going to spill it today? We're not going to spill it. That is the first on the channel. Drop a thumbs up if you understand. If you're new to the channel, I spill condiments every single time. Alright, let's get this. The stuffed crust with the ranch. The cheese drip. That is not ranch right there. You see it shaking, the cheese drip. You see the string cheese going on. That better be cheese. Yes, it's cheese. I'm about to be like, is there hair in my food? When you put it back in the oven, the cheese inside is like melt in your mouth. You can see it just melts right away. Oh my goodness. This is the play. This is the play. Boneless included in the deal. They don't do bone-in with the deal. They charge extra for bones. I'm a budget bowler. Boneless was $5. With the bones, you only get 5, and it was like 9. Is the $4 worth it? We're gonna find out. I did the lemon pepper. Last time I had Pizza Hut, I did the garlic parm. Lemon pepper has become one of my favorite flavors. Hold on. I also put these in the oven too, so. That's what it is. You gotta put it back in the oven if you're not gonna eat it right away or eat it in the store. I know it sounds crazy, because it's delivery. But look at the crust. See how toasty that is? You gotta try it. I'm telling you, toast it. Or re-toast it. If you ask them to toast it, by the time it gets delivered to you, or if you're not eating in the restaurant, it's not the same. You have to eat pizza in a restaurant. This is the closest I've gotten to the restaurant that I've done in my house. If you know, you know. Going to the restaurant and eating it, it's a whole different vibe. They come out with the pan, plow, they pop it on your table, you get the... This is the closest I've gotten to it. It's still not exactly the same. And also, I still got my box here. I had to do these. I'm a Cinnabon guy. A Cinnabon aficionado. Cinnabon, really just buns. Why do I always say the dumbest? Whatever. We got them over here. We warm these up too. So you can see we got the melty. See if I can grab that one real quick. The melty. Right? Extra icing. I see the melty. Can you feel this? I can smell, the smell-o-vision is just, it's real right now. Y'all can caption my face right now. Oh, man. That reminds me when I used to go to the mall with my boys when I was younger. And get them Cinnabons. I used to always go to Cinnabon when it first opened. Look at this. What are we saying? It's gonna drip. No, we ain't gonna let it spill a drop. Stop. Oh my goodness. If you're gonna heckle, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. This was the move. Like, I know I'm not the only person here. I know I'm not the only person watching in TV land, in YouTube land. If you're watching this channel, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I know you love food. If you want to sit here and vibe with me with the pizza, I know what that feels like to watch someone eat something that's looking so good. Oh my God. I should have got 2 of these. This thing can get house, bro. Oh my God. Come on now. Look at the thicky cheese they threw on the side here too. I'm telling you, the pepperoni, because I toasted it again. Let me show you. Let me grab you a little. I usually don't like to grab pizza from the middle like this, but I gotta show you. Up close, and I said this last time. Do you see how that pepperoni, see how it curls up? That's how you know it's done right. You hear that? That's how you know your pepperoni's done right. It needs to, if it doesn't curl up, it's not what the play is. This is the play. I'm trying to give y'all, I know y'all know. I'm not insulting y'all intelligence. God. This is like, I know I'm not the only one. You ever been somewhere and you've been thinking about something the whole time? For me, it's food. It might be for y'all. Maybe it's someone else or a person, or heck, you might just have to pee. But then you finally get it. That's a good analogy. With the food, you think about it all day, how it's going to taste, what it's going to feel like. And you finally bite it the first time. Like, this is pure joy on my face right now. It might not look like it. It does to me. Oh, man. And the lemon pepper, listen. The re-toast, the all-white meat. I'm not a boneless guy, but this is like a juiced up chicken nugget right now. Why don't more places do like flavored nuggets? They do spicy and regular. Why don't they do like lemon pepper? We own something, maybe. But that's a good analogy, though. You ever had to pee really bad? Say you're in the car, you're on your way home, and you really gotta go. I keep forgetting it's a stuffed crust and a plain. And I did the butter herb crust. I didn't just do the OG. and you get to your front door, and you really gotta go, and you gotta pee, and you gotta go, and then you finally get to the bathroom, you let it out, and you just be like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna sleep good. I'm gonna sleep good. Is there a better pizza out there than stuffed crust? Like, just, if you gotta pick a pizza, chain pizza. Okay, I understand. I'm from Jersey. I get non-chain, but chain. Is there any pizza that hits? You know what used to slap? They don't make them no more though. Domino's used to do a pizza. Again, thumbs up, comment. Let me know if you had this, because this was like, in college, was the play. So, like, you know, mid to late 2000s. Domino's had a pizza called a double melt. Tell me if you remember that. It used to have the bottom base, a ranch base on the bottom base. Then they put another crust, and then they top your pizza. If you like ranch, bro, that double melt used to slap. It was serious. I thought about taking a bite there, and I realized I just want the whole thing. But the double melt used to go hard. That was like the play. No joke, we had the dorms I lived in were co-ed. So, every dorm was like an apartment, and you had 4 people. And underneath us, we had these volleyball players, and we were football players. And volleyball players, like in college, they're big. And I'm not saying big like overweight big. I'm saying like they're big. Like, they're built and they're tall. So like, these 4 girls were all like my height. I'm 6'1". Some of them were taller than me. But you know, they were in shape. I'm not saying, I'm saying big. You get what I'm saying. I'm not trying to insult anybody. But I always knew that when they were done with practice, they was getting the double melts, because it was broke college kids. You know, they came from a little more money than us. You know, my roommates at that point, I had 2 from New Orleans, 1 from Houston, and 1 from Detroit. And here I am from Jersey. Right? Yeah. So we knew. On Tuesday, Wednesday, we didn't even go to the dining hall. We just sit down and just wait. When we hear that door open downstairs, we come downstairs. You got any double melts? They was more than happy to oblige with double melts. They would order like 5. Go down there and give me some double melts. They usually hit the spot. That's like was probably the only one that I can think of other than the stuffed crust. I remember when the stuffed crust dropped. And it was like life-changing. I know other places did the garlic knots. Alright. I know Pizza Hut did the garlic knot one. Alright. But this is the moneymaker. This is what you want in life. You see how I'm looking at this pizza? I'm almost biting it backwards. I'm supposed to eat it with the crust, but I want to save this with that ranch dip right here. The thing you gotta watch out for is when it gets cold. But since I heated this up, this thing's still piping hot. This is the play. Look at this, man. Like, what are we saying? If you don't like cinnamon rolls, look how juicy that is. Oh my goodness. This was like, for me, the perfect order of what I wanted. I wanted pizza, I wanted wings. But these companies, they get psychological warfare on you, man. Because I was legit. I'm getting away. I don't like being messy when I eat. Every time you order from one of these places, especially me, because I use the apps for most of these. I got every food chain app you could ever think of on your phone. Like all of them. Pizza Hut, Domino's, Taco Bell, all of it. So they be throwing those subliminal messages. Taco, like, hey, it's National Taco Day, bro. What we saying? The message will literally say something like that. And when you finally get in there and make the order, you go to the cart. Before you hit checkout, they prompt you. And they be doing it like they talking to somebody, you know they ain't really supposed to do this, but you know, I used to go to the barber shop back in the day and they would sell like bootleg movies. I used to do the same thing because your haircut, you walking out. Domino's got the same method. Domino's got the little thing come up on the app. Hey, you know we got the cinnamon rolls, right? And you be like, look in the phone. I don't know. You look at the price, it'd be like $3.99. Right? It gets you. It's like impulse buys and you go by the register. You just buy dumb stuff. They always got like the beef jerky. You go to Walmart. Or like the chips. Stick of gum. New flavor of Tic Tacs. They always get me. But it always ends up being a wise play. So Pizza Hut, y'all got it. You got me. I don't know what it costs you to make those, but it was worth my $3.99. This bite right here. That cheese. I cannot convey to you how creamy that bite of mozzarella is, because it looks like what happened is it seeped through from the crust. This face you're seeing right now is the same face I made the first time I fell in love. And it's pizza. I'm not even joking. I get emotional feelings for pizza now. It used to be like, oh, I don't know. Y'all probably been in love, or you are in love, or you think you're in love, whatever. But I remember the first time I fell in love with a girl. And I remember like, this might be TMI, but it's not. Really. We was together, right? And she was doing the most simple thing in the world. Just getting dressed, getting ready to go to class. Or was it class? Whatever. I was in college. But I remember she was just getting dressed and I was just looking like, dang. You know what I'm saying? You ever do that? I'm looking at the pizza the same way. I'm sure you have. You got a husband, you got a wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. Y'all had that moment. You know that moment? And that's exactly what you say too. It'd be like one word. I don't know. Depends on your colloquialisms, you know. You might be like a valley girl and be like, wow. But for me, I just remember like, she was getting dressed. Just looking. Damn. That's all I can say. Damn. Yeah. We broke up though. Don't we all? You always think you're going to marry the first person that you like fall for. You rarely ever do. Some of you do. Most of you won't. And most of you, you might be going through it thinking, oh, I was going to marry this person. No, you wasn't. You'd be alright. But that same person, that's how I feel now. No. The reality is just that it wasn't time. And I'll always care, but not with me, you know. And I'm sure she probably feel the same way, you know. Like I'm like, we're not enemies or anything, but at the end of the day, like, I wish her all the best. And you'll probably feel the same way if you're going through it. So anybody who's going through the breakup, I do get messages from you guys sometimes, especially on the gram. You're going through it, like, it won't last. Breakups always are tough. And the longer you're with somebody, the worse it is. But you broke up for a reason. Just remember that. It's hard sometimes because chemically you end up, especially if you're in that type of relationship where you guys did everything together. So like, you always watch TV together, you go to movies together. Certain things will kind of trigger you and remind you of them. It's cool, man. It's cool. Trust me. At the end of the day, you'll get over it, and you'll feel the same way that I feel, where it's like, I'm happy for the times we had, but that's a different chapter, and I sincerely hope that wherever she is, you know, we don't speak, but we're not enemies. We never were. You know, it just didn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work. And I will always like wish her the best. And I think that if you're going through that, you'll get to that point. I know you don't see it. It's never easy to see through the crap. Like, in the meantime, just get you some cinnamon rolls with extra thicky frosting like this, and you'll feel a lot better. But you ain't the first one to go through the breakup stuff. Some people take it better than others. You'll be alright. You know? Everybody gonna have that, damn. And that might not be the one. Might not. Wow. Wow. The Valley Girl. I dated a Valley Girl once. Very like, oh my god. Before you get into any stereotypes, let me just tell you this. First of all, she was black. Unless she was a cheerleader. She definitely was a Valley Girl. Awesome girl. Very giddy and annoying sometimes. But, you know, the Valley Girl. She used to, every time, that was just, everything was literally and the best thing ever with her. Everything. And after a while, I just couldn't take it anymore. You ever met somebody, and I'm a very happy person. But even me, like, I'm not always happy. She was, like, everything was literally the best thing ever. Everything. We go to the movies. First of all, the movie could be absolute trash. Trash. We had, like, a ritual where we went to go see The Purge. Remember Purge? I still making them, I think, but there was a point in time where they came out once a year. And we would go see it. And the first one was kind of trash, but it was okay. And then the second one, but we went to the movies and we had like a thing where in every movie, some of these movies were absolute balls of trash, bro. Just trash. And she, oh my god, that was literally the best movie I ever saw. No, the best. No, this one was the best. I was like, yeah, you just said that last week. No, this one. Every time! I couldn't take it. Couldn't take it. No matter what we did. Go to the amusement park. One time there was a stupid merry-go-round, bro. Like, merry-go-rounds are, like, for kids. But sometimes when you with somebody, you do corny stuff. I'm not doing that anymore, by the way. I refuse. I'll go into that, but you go to merry-go-round. He's playing that stupid music, right? Oh my god. That was the best merry-go-round ever. We went around 3 times on a fucking horse, and it was just, that's fun. Oh. You know what the nail in the coffin was, though? Real talk. I didn't come from money, you know? So, her parents were very affluent. They were well off. You know, father was like a lawyer. Mom was like a pediatrician. So she had a real nice house, real nice car. And I never felt comfortable taking anything from her. She knew, like, I was a broke college kid. So sometimes she'd be, oh, well, you want some feed? I couldn't take it because I don't like taking stuff from people, you know? I just use my meal plan, use my dining dollars. Like, she wanted to go to the movies, like, I would, like, you know, find ways to pay for it. Not illegally. I'm not saying anything, like, under the table, but I never felt good about it. But why are you so fucking happy? I couldn't take it, man. She was such a cool chick, but be mad. Nothing made her mad, man. Have y'all ever met a person like that? Like, she's like the real life Ned Flanders. Remember Ned Flanders? I used to do stuff on purpose to piss her off, and she still wouldn't get mad. Get mad. Like, damn, I need to fight, bro. I do, though. I need some kind of conflict in my relationship. Not crazy stuff. I don't need that stuff anymore, but that kind of stuff. I remember one time she asked me to do something. She was like, can you go pick this up for me? You know, I really need it. I'm such a bad boyfriend. Oh, man, don't date me. I'm not like this anymore. I need it by 6 because she had to hand in a paper and she needed to go to like Copyworks. And it was all on campus. And I was on campus and she wasn't. So he's like, can you go to Copyworks? It's already paid for. Just pick it up. Yeah, I need it by 6. I got to hand his paper in by 6:15. I'm so bad. So I went, picked it up, 6 o'clock. Was at her house. Was out there at 6 o'clock. I stood outside for 15 minutes. I wish I was joking. I was such a jerk. Whatever, bro. I stood outside for 15 minutes. At 6:16, I knocked on the door. Knocked on the door. Hey, got your paper. She was like, I need it at 6:15. I was like, I'm in at 6:16. You cool, right? And she looked at me. I knew, I was like, oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I looked at her. It's going to happen. She looked at me. It's fine. I'll just talk to the professor. He's really nice. Emailed the professor. Nothing happened. Oh, thanks, babe. That was my mood. But the kicker, the final straw. Affluent. She wanted me to go home with her family. I was cool with that. I don't mind meeting the family. You know, how you doing, sir, all this? But it was fall. And this week we had a bye. So there was no game. Which means I had a free weekend. So that's when I was home. It's just traumatic for me. I don't like doing corny stuff. Meet the family. The parents was cool. What do you want to do? She said the worst thing you could possibly say. Her parents asked you, you want to go do something. I was thinking, hey, let's go get some food. Y'all gonna take us to the steakhouse, because I know they'd get down. This girl said the worst thing you could say to me. Let's go pumpkin picking. I don't like that shit. Not one bit. Not one bit. I was mad. I don't know how people can enjoy doing that. I'm not putting on a flannel and taking pictures where you're on my lap with a fucking pumpkin like as a child. I can't do it. I can't do corny stuff. I understand that other people is not corny. To me, stuff like that, I can't do it. Until I have a child and he wants to go to Disney World and go do all that kid stuff, I'll do that because that's my child's enjoyment. But when it comes to relationships, like, what are you trying to torture me? I don't even like, well, what are you going to do with these pumpkins? I asked her. I didn't say it mean. Babe, what do you want to do with these pumpkins? I call her babe. She liked the babe. Babe, babe, babe. Ugh, I don't like that. Babe, what do you want to do with these pumpkins? I don't know. Just pick them up. It's cute. Okay, ladies, let me tell you something. If a guy does that stuff, he does it because he loves you. Or he likes you. Which is cool. But can you not call it cute? It is not cute. Or it is not attractive to a male to be called cute. Ever. A dude says something to you, and you go, oh, that was cute. Puppies are cute. Mittens are cute. I'm not cute. That's the equivalent of me calling you handsome. Oh, she's handsome. You want to be called handsome? I'm not fucking cute, bro. Ever. I had to set that straight. I'm not cute. But we did it. We took these stupid pictures. I'm just smiling for these photo ops, bro. She thought we was going to take the next step. And I was like, listen, you're so great. But I can't do this. I can't do this. I wonder what she's doing now. I am the first to admit that when I was younger, I still feel this way about the cute stuff. But like, I was very stubborn and very childish. It is what it is. I was about to dip it. I'm gonna dip it anyway. Do you think this would be good in icing? Oh, there's the drip. You almost made it. Ooh. That's actually not bad. Sweet and salty. Lemon pepper. Huh? But I do wonder what she's doing now. She's a cool girl. I'm sure she's married and making do all kinds of crazy pumpkin picking with other someone else, and I'm glad it's not me. And if you're ever wondering what I'm doing, send her my link. I'm eating pizza on camera. But that's the truth. Anyway, that was effing delicious. But I have so much work to do. Still gotta edit this video. Not really this, but the Instagram version. Gotta upload this video. I got a lot of stuff to do for my clients. My business is expanding, which is great, and I'm happy. But it is a grind, which means I must get back to it after I have this one more delicious cinnamon roll. Can you feel that? If anybody wants these last 2 slices of pizza, send me a message. Come get them. But I love y'all. Thank you so much for your support and all that madness. I think I'm probably around 30 minutes right now, which is, I'm trying to just stay in that sweet spot. Because you know I can talk forever. But it has been your boy King Strats. I can't even say my own name because I'm still chewing. It's been your boy King Strats. We will be back tomorrow. More content. I love y'all. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.